Hi guys, welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions and another Ultimate Guide video. And in this video, we're going to be looking at signature stones or signature stone crystals. Depends how you want to kind of look at this. And one thing that's really important in the game is increasing the signature levels of characters. For people that are new to the game, they might be wondering, well, what are signature stones? Signature stones allow signature levels of special abilities to then be increased. These signature abilities can only be increased when the character is awakened. For example, at the moment, if I get this mutant 4-star signature stone here, I click use item and then apply it to the champion that I choose. So for example, I'm going to add an extra 2 signatures to my character Nightcrawler because, well, it's Nightcrawler and he's pretty badass. But you might be wondering, well, how do I get them? What's the best way to kind of grind these out? So let's have a look at it. So if you're familiar with my videos, you'll know that I like to do things like say which ones are one-offs and which ones are recurring. And the difference between each of them is that one-offs, well, they kind of do exactly what they say in the tin and you can only get them once. Recurring are things that happen again and again and you're able to get the resource from grinding out, whether or not it's in arena, it's in questing, event questing, and crystals. So let's begin with these one-offs. So in particular, story mode, Rebellion, in that completion, you're able to get 15. In some of the other chapters, you're able to pick up a small amount, so there's 3 there. There's then 2 there. And there's nothing for chapter 1. And in Devastation, there's 5. So there's not really a huge amount on offer, but it could be really important to increase the signature of certain characters. In particular, you could look at mutant characters and kind of say, well, I've got Wolverine, his regeneration isn't as good as then he's propelled up the signature rank, then that would be very important to then increase the signature levels of his signature ability. But likewise with a lot of different characters, they really come into their own when they get to level 99. So you may look to apply that. The big difference is in Elder's War. At the moment we've only got chapter 1, however there isn't anything on offer with regards to signatures. And my argument would be that they should really add in some 5-star generic signature stones. However though, when it comes to completion, 100% exploration of each of these missions in the chapter, you get some signature stone crystals. Unfortunately you only get the 1, but still every little counts. And unfortunately it is a one-off, so you may look to other areas to get a recurring. Another one-off is in shape and form of Beyond All Hope, Labyrinth of Legends. And in Labyrinth of Legends you get access to 100 5-star signature stone crystals. Obviously it's a game of chance, but can be incredibly helpful to your 5-star roster, especially because obviously there's Awakening Gem there, there's also another 5-star Awakening Gem crystal. So there is plenty on offer in order to improve your roster. Recurring is what we want to look at. So one of my favorite recurring elements, and we will kind of conclude at the end of the video, is the 10 that you get from completing Master Mode. Obviously completion is you're doing this through once, you're not fully exploring, and on fully exploring you can get yourself, you know, 5-star ones, which is quite helpful. You can then apply that to awakened 5-star champions, so that is great. I'm not going to poo-poo that, but I do think that it would be best to increase that amount, just because sometimes it's a game of luck, and we'll look at crystal luck with regards to these in a moment. Maybe going, hey, like I want to get them easy, I want to get them really easy. Well, you can get them quite easy, especially on a 22-hour event. So it's like every day you're going to find yourself getting a 3-star signature stone crystal. And also if you complete the aspects of this solo event, then you can get a 4-star signature stone crystal. These can be incredibly helpful, especially because you can get greater solo crystals, and we'll go on to how they help out the situation for signature stone grind in a moment. The 22-hour events consist of level up. Level up is pretty good in any case because you can get some decent stuff from that, and obviously if you've got something saved, then that's going to be helpful, that you could just kind of rank up, level up. Same thing goes for advancements. How I like to do all of my advancements is pick and choose it when there is certain, say, characters that I want to not just level up, but also, you know, rank up. And the other day I decided that I would rank up my 5-star Captain Marvel, which was awakened. And I got all the full milestones of the Cosmic Advancement and the level up at the same time. Pick and choosing the right time can mean you can really kind of smash home some decent stuff. And a lot of people will go, oh, well, you're not getting too much from that. It's kind of a bit pointless. Well, it's not really. If you consider the fact that every little minute aspect grinded out meant that I got 2 4-star signature stones, it now meant that I had a lot of crystals with regards to that, and now up to 6 without doing very much in the game. So you can use it as an option in order to get those crystals. And crystals indeed we will talk about now. So greater solo crystals, as you can see here, give 3 and 4-star signature stones. And what we'll do is we'll just put it into the spindle so we can see. So I saw then a tech and also a science. So they are there, even if, and we do pick up an awakening gem, but they are there, and it is an option. The more that you grind out greater solo crystal wise, the more luck you'll have. Also look towards the end of the year, because there's gifting crystals and greater gifting crystals. Those are incredibly lucky as well. But obviously what we want to look at today is the signature stone crystals. Now you get them in whole when it comes to the solo events, which we've just seen there. And as you can see, I've got 6 3s, 6 3-star ones, and 6 4-star ones. So let's just go to the 4-star ones, pop them open. So there we go, we've opened the 4-star signature stone crystals, and I've got some very helpful signature stones that are going to be applied to my champions depending on if I feel they need to be increased in signature. One massive tip when it comes to adding signature stones to 4-stars and 3-stars is not to go past 79 when it comes to your 4-stars and 91 when it comes to your 3-stars. Obviously this Venom Pool in particular is one that I've duped many times out of crystals, but just to highlight the point that you get 20 signatures when you dupe a character at 4-star. So the best thing to do is to increase signature to 79. Don't take it any further. The reason being, you kind of waste 20 signature stones that you could have then applied to a different champion, because there is still that element of chance that you will get a duplication on that character, and we'll kind of go, right, well, I could have used a further 20 on another. The same thing applies for 3-stars. If you've got a 3-star champion that you want to put up, then leave them on 91, and then they'll get 8 from being open in a crystal. 3-stars become a lot more common, so it does mean that it would be better to keep that character on 91 just so that it gets up to 99. So hopefully that will help you. So what are my top tips when it comes to signature stone grinding? And so what are my top tips when it comes to signature stone grinding? Number 1, try and complete master mode. I know it's going to be a little bit tough, but getting those 10 means that you can apply it to different champions. As 4-star champions, you can increase the levels by that means. The other thing is solo events. Solo events are fantastic because they recur so often, and if you're an intense grinder of the game, or say you've got about, I don't know, 5 hours spare each day to then really actively grind, especially on combat things like specific class combats, on your arena wins on the 22 hours and the other little events that come with that, then you can find yourself really easily picking up the crystals and then obviously getting them. There will be the one-offs that you can just go through, but once they're done once, then there's not really any point to them. Do look out for certain special events when you can get more signature stones. There was a time where they ran signature stones in daily questing in one of the proving grounds, so do look out for that one, because hopefully they do that again. Maybe as well look out for things like dimensional rifts and other events where you can then get into them and get significant amount. Don't forget that tip when it comes to adding in those signatures. Don't go over certain amounts with the levels, because you could dupe the character and then go, right, well, I've just wasted 20 or 8 signature stones on a character, depending on starage. And finally, look out for certain offers when they do unit store stuff where you can buy physical money or units with the cash. And I'm not sure if I overly recommend that, because number one, it is an easy way out. Number two, it can be a bit expensive to the player. And the third thing is, you really don't need to waste your units. You could just grind it out. Obviously, if it's 5-star related, then maybe just hold out for grinding in master, because, well, you could get it in master mode once a month and really then reap the benefits. Anyway, hope this has helped people out with regards to grinding out those signature stones. Unfortunately, at the moment you can't grind 5 stars, but there is significant amounts on for your 4 stars and 3 stars. Solo events are definitely the way to go. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button, maybe share to someone that is interested in grinding out some signature stones, and subscribe, as I said, for more Marvel Contest of Champions content. I will catch you on the flip side, and thanks again. Bye bye.